The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "After me, do not become disbelievers by striking the necks of one another," meaning going to the extent of killing your brother, right? In a verse in the Quran, it also says that it is not for a believer to kill another believer intentionally, unless it's by mistake, and that whatever believer takes out another believer intentionally, that his recompense is hell. Do we not take heed to the remembrance, to what the Quran tells us and what the Sunnah? Because it amazes me how some of these brothers be so ready to go there with some of these brothers. They act so hostile towards the brothers. They talk crazy to the brothers, you know. Like, I remember I used to see brothers say, like, "You don't know what I'll do to you." Like, talking crazy to the brothers, you know. Especially in Philly, the things that go on, right? Because people uphold more street beef or blocks or whatever they got going on over the deen. And it happens in other cities too. But it amazes me that brothers, like, I'm not here to question nobody's faith, but how much do you really believe if you are aware of these verses, if you are aware of these narrations, and that still doesn't move you to stop doing what you're doing? That you can still take out a Muslim, that you could be aware of these things and still take out a Muslim. Street life, you still let street life supersede whatever Allah and his messenger has said. Like, how can you really tell me you believe and you let in street life or whatever customs you had or you were practicing before Islam found you? And some of us, we've been in Islam two-stepping in the streets. So how I just don't see it. And I'm not trying to say nobody a disbeliever. I just don't understand, how can you be a believer and you can take out another Muslim? I used to see brothers talk crazy to the brothers, and they're afraid of the kuffar, afraid of the non-Muslim, afraid. I used to see brothers get pressed, and I'll be waiting for him to have that same energy that he just had towards me a few days ago. I'll be like, "Yo, what's up? Why you ain't handle your business?" Tell him what you gonna do to him, like you be running in the mosque telling the Muslim what you gonna do to them. Tell him what you gonna do to him. And they'll be afraid, man. They'll be so afraid. And I used to be like, this can't be it, man. This can't be it. This can't be it. The non-Muslim telling you what they're gonna do to you. Man, I had this brother. He tried to get crazy with me one time, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been trying to fight you." So that means for a long time, he had animosity towards me. For a long time, he had animosity towards me. And he just held it in, right? And why did he have animosity towards me? Because I spoke the truth. Okay, maybe you could sit here and want to talk about the way I say things. But all I did was speak the truth. All I did was acknowledge certain things, uphold certain things. And then one day he just had enough. You know, we was home, and he was trying to tell me something, and I was telling him something. And then he was like, "You know what, I'm tired of your mouth." He was like, "Yo, let's meet up and shake," right? And I just couldn't help but to laugh. I just couldn't help but to be like, yo, like, I said, honestly, bro, if my faith was weak, and my faith is weak, right? But not that weak. But I was like, yo, honestly, bro, this is exactly what I told him. I said, if my faith was that weak, I would have met up with you and gave you what you're asking for. Cause you can't take what I got for you. And I'm not saying I can't lose. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't be beat. Or like I'm gonna win everything. But I told this brother straight up, I said, bro, what I got to give. I was like, what I got to give, brother, you can't take that. You can't take what I got to give. And you better thank the Lord that my faith is just that strong, that I'm not willing to meet up with you and put the pause on you. But seriously, brothers, come on, man. Let's contemplate on the verses, man. The believer is the one who is merciful towards the believers. and stern towards the disbelievers. Let's take heed.